Hi, welcome to the Modern Renaissance Man Show. I'm Ben Copeland, the Modern Renaissance Man. You know, I had this thought the other day. What if it was ever actually proven there was no afterlife? When you die, you die. Would the world become full of a bunch of maniacs and these maniac kind of people just going sort of crazy and wild, or would they actually be, humanitarian? I'm sort of wondering about that. If there wasn't a promised dessert, if there was no cake at the end of the road, would people actually still behave? Something to think about. Something else to think about is, I'm buying a lot of new cars for people these days. These dollars for clunkers. I think about that. All my tax dollars I'm spending. And if you saw some of the previous shows, I'm going out and spending, $450 on my clunker. I'm buying the clunker because this is what I can afford. All the people in the neighborhood probably going to be driving these new cars because they've got all these rebates. They're giving rebates on SUVs. Let's just cycle back around and get a gas hog car and give them a rebate for it. This is idiocracy. And that's a great movie if you haven't seen, by the way. It actually really points out where I think we're really heading. I don't think we're going to socialism. I think we're going into idiocracy. A bunch of idiots are going to end up in charge of the world in the not too distant future. Speaking of idiots, let's talk about Palin. Governor Palin. Used to be Governor Palin. Actually, she's not an idiot. Actually, I like her. I thought she was pretty neat. Yeah, she has her faults, but hey, she's a politician. Where I got annoyed, though, was with of course, the Democrat bashing, and of course the CNNs and the MSNBCs. They think anybody who's a Democrat basically walks on water, so they bashed her royally. But when her own party wouldn't stand up for her, I thought that's pretty disappointing. Considering the other choices that were running those races, I thought she was the best candidate. Actually, I thought she was better from presidential candidate than John McCain. Why are you bashing this woman? She's actually, I think, has a genuine interest in the country. Besides that, we've got other stuff to talk about besides Sarah Palin. Come on, news people. Terrorists and the torturing of terrorists. I came up with a new idea recently, a way to take care of terrorists. The waterboarding doesn't work, and Nancy Pelosi has finally learned now it's not a new form of surfing. And so she says now she didn't agree with it. But a new way to torture terrorists, and we talked about the Nerf guns into the head. I thought that would be a good idea. We can sit down and force them to look at big screens that flash up, page by page, the spending bill that the Democrats passed the first of the year. These people are Islamic, and after looking at whatever 1,000 pages of pork, these people will be willing to share anything because pork is against their religion, and there's so much pork in that bill that they'll just be willing to share all their intimate secrets with us. So force them to read the spending bill. Speaking of spending bills, I think they're coming out with another spending bill. I personally think I've been stimulated enough, Obama. I mean, we spent $800 billion. Where does the checkbook run out of money? Obviously not in Washington. It's getting so bad that China has decided it wants to petition to be the 51st state. It's got a stake in this country, and it wants to make sure it stays engaged. China, our 51st state. I think it's a very possibility there. Puerto Rico doesn't want to be it, so I guess we'll just get a big China. If I sound like I'm getting on my soapbox, I think I will. Recently, there was an accident in New York City. A small aircraft and a helicopter, a small airplane and a helicopter had an accident and smashed, and sounded, basically, as I understand, everybody's killed. The footage I saw, or the picture I saw, pretty probable that everybody died on impact. Anyway, what I was watching a couple mornings later was just this morning talk show, Good Morning Joe kind of guy, whatever, Coffee Joe or whatever. They're talking about it. So first, of course, the rule of thumb is, it's aviation, these small planes, we need to start regulating all these planes. And then he comes out and he says, well, somebody could take a Cessna and they could fly a nuclear bomb into New York City. So we need to really regulate these planes. I'm like, Joe, they could get a yellow cab and drive into New York City a whole lot easier than an airplane. And they could sit off the top they want to. Wouldn't have to worry about it. There's millions of yellow cabs, or at least, probably close to it, thousands of yellow cabs in New York City. You could drive in there with a truck. But I always find it interesting that the first thing they do is they always want to control the general aviation in these small planes on any accident. And I understand the whole issue behind the fear of flying. The thing that really annoys me is that none of these people are pilots. I'm a pilot. I love flying. I love general aviation. These people start acting like they know something. They just really show how dumb they are to anybody who knows anything about aviation. But anybody who doesn't takes these people as if they know what they're talking about. These scare tactics come out. Oh, we need to change general aviation. We need to put these restrictions. We need to limit flying. Leonardo da Vinci once said, one can never look up at the sky after having been there without wanting to return, to paraphrase. If you've ever flown, or if you're a pilot, you understand what that means. Flying is a freedom. And if you look at the historical aspects of flying in this country, from balloons to the first types of planes to the Wright brothers actually coming up with powered flight, there's a large amount of freedom that's achieved through general aviation, through flying. Here's something to remember. The more socialist the country, the less prevalent is the general aviation. In other words, the more socialist, the less flying. You look at any country you want to, there's your bellwether, there's your measurement. If they can't fly, they got like a socialistic government. Or worse, they have a tyrannical government. And that's the way I feel. And with that, we're going to turn over some music from WavySpace, the modern Renaissance man. And we're missing Janine tonight. And she's not with us, but I'm sure the three of y'all are going to just turn us out right. Thanks.
The song was written by a friend of ours in Alabama.
All right. hope you enjoyed the music of WavySpace. He's joined us as the Modern Renaissance Man Band. Let's do an introduction real quick. We haven't done introductions in a while. Karen is going to mess with Dan here. Dan, let's get the camera over on the band. On my coming here closest to me, Shannon Blake, singing Yes, and on the guitar, Ari Bozeman. Hey.
Bozeman, man, like Montana.
That's what I said, wasn't it?
You said Buzzman.
No, I said Bozeman. I did say Bozeman.
I know you're across the room, man, but I could hear. I'm paying attention. You think I'm not?
I know. And James.
James Brock. James Brock Rock.
James Brock. Missing tonight is bass player Janine Conroy.
Down in Cali.
I said Bozeman.
I'm just messing with you, man. It doesn't matter.
I'll just take my host cam and I'll leave.
All right, then, Ben Capelin. That's cool.
Copland, I get that one.
There we go.
Anyway, we hope you're enjoying the show here. I'm glad you could tune in. We'll bring out first person who's actually not just a guest. They're really more than that. They're my co-host on the special shows, and they're the best girl. And they also do the Roman host cam operator. Kate, come on out. Yeah. Hey. Oh, and you're looking great tonight.
Thank you.
Good. So anyway, Kate does a lot of the shows with us. If you haven't caught Kate on a special show, you missed out. Let's see, we've done car specials, we've done WavySpace specials, other band specials. What other specials?
I know you did one on what you built around the house.
Yeah, stuff around the house, project specials. We did a soap special, I think, once. I think we did them.
One for the WavySpace.
Yeah. We've done two for WavySpace.
Cause y'all rock.
Yeah, y'all rock. Bozeman. And anyway. So we've been going to see, we actually went to the movie theater not too long ago. And I love movies. We both, I think, like to watch DVDs the most. But we decided to actually venture back into the movie theater and went and saw probably one of the wildest things to get your eyes focused on. We went and saw Transformers. Oh. And I don't know if you've seen that movie, the first one. We went and saw Transformers 2.
Yeah.
Which is even, to me, even wilder than the first one.
Oh yeah.
And you got this big screen of these huge robots. We sit about halfway back, and it was great. It was a wild film. I like Transformers. I've been keeping up with Transformers since, I don't know, 80s. Yeah. So we used to keep them around the office at work. Transformers is cool. What'd you like best about the movie?
The explosions at the end.
Oh, which one? Let's see. Well, the things were climbing up on top of the pyramid and all the thing or whatever it was.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Mm-hmm.
I like explosions all around.
I like the yellow car.
Oh no.
The one that talked in like a radio station.
Oh, that guy, Bumblebee.
Bumblebee, he's pretty cool.
That guy was funny.
I like that. That's a good film. Yeah. Another thing that we've got an ongoing debate on talking about movies is years ago there was a movie. I think it came out actually in the 70s. It was called Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And since then, another movie's come out by the dark guy who directed it. I can't remember. Tim who? Tim Burton, that's right, Tim Burton.
Yeah, I remember for Christmas.
And he came out and did one called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which is actually the title of the book. Mm-hmm. Is that, and we've sort of been debating on which one's better. And you like the first one.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because you wouldn't watch the first one for a long time.
Okay, let it go.
I had to twist your leg and your arm and tie you to a chair. And then we talked about watching the movie. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, we have a fun daddy-daughter night. But you like the first one. What did you like about the first one better?
It was a little lighter and more fun than the second one, but it just seemed more open and had more funny scenes in it.
Now, you've read the book, haven't you?
Yes.
See, I haven't even read the book. I got the book.
You haven't even read the book?
But I haven't read the book.
Wait, you have it?
I haven't.
I've checked out the library 46 times. I wish you had told me that.
No, I haven't. I have the book. I have to have the book. I love the movie, but I've never read it. Why would I want to spoil the movie? You know, I'm not one of these people that reads the book first. Rarely. I've done that once. It was a Clint Eastwood movie called Firefox. I actually read the book first and then saw the movie. And he actually did fairly close with the book. But yeah, the other one with here I asked my off-camera person here, the actor that was in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. No, he was in the first one.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. That's it. Very good. Johnny Depp. He was a strange character. And did y'all see Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Did you see that movie? Which one did you see? Willy Wonka? Mm-hmm. Which one do you like better?
I like them both.
They actually are both. They have their points. Yeah.
It's like The Shining.
That's the funny thing is I still can't believe that.
Freaked me out in
Factory, man, Miss Oompa Loompas were not.
No, I didn't enjoy them as much
Yeah,
either.
they were
I
really
was
scary,
tarnished.
and their songs were weird.
Actually,
Yeah,
it's
they
funny
were
since
kinda
the
like-
songs
I
are
don't
more.
know, man. They just creep me out. It's kind of like the babies when they do the CGI mouths, or or like when they do it on animals. It just freaks me out.
Yeah, it wasn't cool. What's that?
What I was about to say was, the songs they sing in the second movie are actually more like the songs in the book.
Are they?
Very much.
Well, maybe one day I'll read the book and decide.
Here's a suggestion: read it tonight.
Oh, no, not tonight. It's a little late tonight. Anyway, go check out some movies. Here's another movie that I love. Kurt Russell films. You probably haven't watched too many Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell is great. They should give him an Academy Award just for being Kurt Russell. I've never seen, even though a movie I didn't like, which was the woman died in the nuclear thing. What was that, Jennifer?
That was
Silkwood. Even Silkwood. He was great in Silkwood, and which is a very dramatic film. Supposedly a true story about a woman who found out about they were all getting radiated at this plant, and she ends up getting killed. Well, they find her in an accident on the road, kind of a thing, and after she just basically blew the whistle on all this illegal nuclear stuff that was going on. But Kurt Russell was in it. He was great, and he does the Escape from New York, Escape from L.A., Escape from Charlotte. No, that's a wannabe movie.
So I want.
Let's see. Then he was some kind of Captain Ron or something with. He was on a boat with a bunch of family people going out. Now they did one called Soldier. I think that was what it was called, and it was a phenomenal movie because most of the movie he actually uses his facial expression for the whole thing. Kurt Russell. Go to the library. Prices are great unless you're late. And check out our website, www.mrmtv.org, or send me some email to mrm@together.net. If you have a question for me, you got a question for Kate, we'll try to respond back to you one of these days. And or you want to check on the band, we got links to the band, WavySpace, and they're on MySpace, /WavySpace, myspace.com/WavySpace. Go to one of these sites and you're going to find the other sites. Anyway, glad you're here. We're going to bring out somebody else. We're going to go to politics now.
Oh God.
Oh, yes. And with that, I'm going to bring out our green room manager, associate producer Jennifer Sanders. Yay! Audience is too quiet. Oh,
Okay.
Yes, and my lover said, don't tell my wife.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
Keep that quiet.
How you doing?
How you doing?
I like your new glasses.
Like a,
You're color coordinated. That's cool.
You like that? I did that.
With the flowers on it too. And all
Thank
that.
you.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, they fit right in.
Oh, I got that at the GW boutique the other day.
I like the GW boutique. It's a good place to buy
Me
stuff.
too.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that.
It's a great place to buy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You get some good. Go to the rich one though. Go to the rich side of town.
It all depends on what you want. Plaza Midwood has the
true.
really
Oh,
cool,
is it?
funky stuff.
Well, that's the upbeat side
That's
of town.
where you find the
Yeah,
little
that's
artsy
right.
things.
Yeah.
Art.
So you go over there and you
The
find the upbeat
one-of-a-kind
stuff.
pieces.
Yeah. You got stuff. Got brand new. Got tags on them. Even brand new stuff you have over there. I mean, like God, people. These must be these people that are buying these big mega SUVs for the dollars for clunkers thing. Anyway, Obama, your buddy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What about it?
He's not faring very well.
Well, he's
I think his health's in problem.
Yeah, needs to go to the doctor. And, yeah, they're struggling a little bit right now, and
We can do this.
yeah.
He's struggling.
Well, yeah. The whole health thing is, the townships, and they're having these town hall meetings, and it's really been.
But he's
bizarre.
not going to the tough ones.
Well, now he went to the New Hampshire one
Where
and
is
asked the little girl the question. That was
Just for those, we got an intersperse some host cam here. We haven't done this in a while. And there's the
to
band.
say,
Dan
how
and
do you
Dean, are
do
y'all
it
back there?
talking? Yeah.
Yep, there's Dan. You see it? Wait, yeah.
They're all
They're
waving.
back there. Oh, there's Dean. Actually stood up this time. Have to give him another slice of pizza.
But I like what you were saying in one of your shows about Miss Palin, because I do like her though. I really
Sarah.
do. She's going. I
Barracuda.
got a prediction to make on your show.
Uh-huh.
She is. I swear.
Is
And
she
I
gonna
really
run?
feel. Oh yeah. She's
Uh-huh.
not. But she's not just going to run. She is actually, I believe, going to start a third party. I just feel it.
The
coming.
Moose Party.
Oh, well, I'm not going to name what it is, but I truly have this feeling she is going to make this.
Well,
third
you
party.
got an elephant and you got a donkey. I mean, why not a moose? Let's stick a moose.
Those all have the star.
Or a grizzly. That should probably be the bear, because that'd actually be.
Well, that would work
Have the
for
grizzly
Alaska.
party.
Absolutely.
The stag party.
Salmon. That's good. That
I
was
don't
good.
think we'll go there.
I like that. That was
That was
good. Zing that in.
I think she's already been accused of that, or at least some of her family has.
Hey. I
That's
like
part of the
Miss
bashing she's been getting.
I tend to like her. But yeah, Obama's struggling, but I think he's going to be okay. I really do.
I'm
He's gonna
against
come
it.
out of all of
I'm
it.
just worried it's going to be like Nixon.
Oh, those are
Nixon?
sad days.
No, he won't be like the
No.
Nixon.
I meant
No.
resign.
No,
No,
he won't resign.
He's too
No,
popular.
we
too much
we got him for at least 4, if
support.
not 8.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd actually bet on the 8.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna bet on it.
Probably
The
true.
way he's going now, I bet 4.
I just hope he doesn't get. I don't agree with universal health care. I mean, I think there are other ways to approach the problem than this thing of let's make everybody do it.
Oh yeah.
You know,
But they're still
when
thinking
when
that they
talk-
haven't signed anything.
Well, when you're
you
talking
know.
basically only
You're just
less than
talking
10%
about
of the population has an issue. Why do you want to make the other 90 conform? I don't understand that.
Well, they're more concerned
And,
now. I listened to an IT man. You know, all of this stuff is going to be on these major databases now, and they're going to have them all kind of coordinate. I hate when you do that when I'm talking. When you do this, that's just so annoying.
Do what?
You know,
They didn't say me doing anything.
No,
Don't they?
I'm watching that on peripheral. Pick that up.
We do lots of stuff that people don't see on here.
We can always cut it. That's
No, we
true.
don't. We don't cut it.
This is the live
What you see is
one,
what you
isn't
get.
it?
That's
Oh,
right.
oh.
This is completely
I better
alive.
straighten up then.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Go
Ask
ahead.
me another question.
Another question. You want to switch subjects?
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah, because obviously I don't like healthcare.
Obviously. So
I can,
let's just shut
and I can
side
talk about it all day long because I've
Yeah.
voted for it. And I can say anything I want to about it. Even if I haven't voted for him, I can say anything I want. Obama.
Fine, go ahead. Let's just move on. Move on.
I think his wife's pretty. Maybe she should
Oh,
have been
Michelle's
elected.
gorgeous. Yeah.
She
gosh,
tells him what to
yeah.
do, I'll bet
I
you.
bet she does. I
Tell
bet
me
she
what to do.
does. I was going to say, I'd listen
He
to
got some
her.
arms. You seen that? I think he got some muscles up there.
That's it.
He doesn't look too stout beside her.
Oh, they look so good together, though. I mean, she walks, you know, really, those arms are so buffed
She
up.
made him fly to New York City and have a date. She got something
I was
going for her.
impressed. I know. Yeah, that's what we need to do. You need to fly me to New York one
We had a
day.
hard time going over 7th Street and getting the sandwich.
True. Sad but true.
Michael Jackson.
Oh, I'm still so sad. I liked
I thought he was
him.
already dead.
He did.
But we're still in mourning, and some of us in our house. Yeah, I was real sad about Michael Jackson.
I had mixed feelings. I mean, you know, there's times that
I was real sad.
it was some of his life stuff sad.
Oh man, I just grew up with their songs and his whole family, and there's so many of them.
I think he
They're
sort
so
of got.
close.
I think he got skewed in the latter part of life, though, on some things.
Well, you know,
I mean, don't we
get
all,
our
I guess, in a
issues.
way, but
Well, we all have our areas.
I think he should have stopped on some of the
The
work on
plastic
the face.
surgery. Well, yeah, he started out just because he had that disease, that skin disease,
Mm-hmm.
and he started trying to get work with the pigmentation. I think it was just like plastic surgery run amok.
Well, he went from
you know,
good looking to good looking to strange.
very strange,
Yeah.
hmm hmm
I mean, all of a sudden, boom, he just come out and he was like,
bizarre.
the work he had done on his nose was the most bizarre.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I
But,
think
yeah.
that.
But those children are beautiful. But
So he's just gonna live forever, just
Oh,
like
yeah.
any other. He was a mega artist. I mean, I used to walk down the halls when I was in junior high school, and the little girls would be behind me. Ben, the two of us in it. It's a song about a rat. You know?
That was Benji. That I forgot.
No, Ben was the rat.
No, Benji was
No, I got
the
that one.
rabbit.
Benji was
Yeah.
the dog.
No, Benji's a dog.
Benji's a dog.
Oh,
Bubbles
wait.
was the monkey.
Sorry. That's
Who?
Bubbles was his personal monkey.
Come on, Bubbles.
Who's
That was his
monkey?
Michael Jackson's personal monkey.
Oh, okay. I'm glad it wasn't Ben.
I know. He did have the little monkey, right? Chimper. Yeah. That was so cute.
Well, listen to them. I mean, they turned out what? They probably turned out about as many hits as most anybody, probably between the Jackson 5 and Michael Jackson. It did have some of the most bleeding edge video stuff of its time. I know
Such
that.
beat it. You mean, yeah. Thriller always scared me
I
though.
tell you what, I just think about how intimidating it would be to go do an interview for a dance position on a Michael Jackson video. You know.
Whoa. Oh, I
What
can
are you
imagine.
interviewing for? He would be nervous.
Wesley Snipes was in that. Was it the Beat It one, Thriller one, or whichever one?
That
he
was
in?
bad.
That was what's that?
Bad.
That's it. Mm-hmm. Beat It.
Okay.
Who's in that one?
Wesley Snipes was?
Absolutely.
I didn't know that. Learned something every day. Another piece of
That's
party. Last subject for the night.
Yeah.
Sotomayor. Judge Sotomayor.
Thank you for saying that correctly. Got two.
What is something big to do about her? I mean, I listened to her. I really didn't hear anything that was any different much of any other judge. I mean, unless she's not putting pubic hair on cans and coat.
I don't know. She's Hispanic. She's female. I mean, that's a lot right there. I mean, that we've never had. Well, this will be what, our third female, and she's Hispanic.
Or I
So
get
it's
annoyed
well
is all
represented
this
now.
comparison to, well, you know, we've done this and this for 100 years. Well, 100 years, 200 years ago, it was a whole different society. You know?
Yeah.
And, yeah, at least in this country. I mean, now if you go over to some place like Middle East and Far East, they're just as discriminatory as ever, if not worse.
Oh yeah.
You know, so I'm glad she's there. You know, the more the merrier. Let's just don't go socialist. I want to keep the opportunity to get an airplane.
Want that airplane? That's
Yeah,
all.
that's it. Well, we're fast running out of time, and I want to thank you for tuning in tonight. Jennifer, it's been great to see you here.
Thank you.
I'll see you afterwards. I'm going to tell my wife.
Absolutely.
Anyway, Kate, this is always good to have you as co-host. I've been Copeland Modern Renaissance Man. Check us out on www.mrmtv.org. Sounds like a nonprofit. That's because we are. We don't make any money doing this.
You sure do have fun.
Yeah, we have.
We have a good
Or
time.
check out the band WavySpace on myspace.com/WavySpace. Either one of those sites will get you to the other. We have a great time here. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Remember, merriment is a necessity, and alcohol is a drug. I'm Ben Copeland. Have a good evening. It's got some great tunes.
Song my grandmama turned me on to.